Take the lug nuts off, use a 22mm socket. And remove the wheel. Take this ABS wire off, or wheel speed sensor wire. Just use a trim tool, pry down, and then right here there's another retainer. Pop that off. You want to take this nut off, use an 18mm socket. This is for the upper sway bar link. And it's probably just going to spin, so you need to use some type of locking pliers in the back to keep the stud from spinning. And you can just slide it out right there. Take that. You can take those pliers off. Take a 21mm wrench and a 24mm socket. Take this nut off. And do the same for the lower one. Now carefully hammer out these bolts. Now we can separate this and just set this to the side. Be careful, you don't want to put too much tension on this brake hose. So if you want to, you can use a ratchet strap or some type of strap and keep this from popping out. Also, you want to keep in mind your CV boot. You don't want that pushing out too much because that could cause damage to that. So just be careful. Take this ground attachment off. Use a 15mm wrench. Loosen that up. Take that off. Take this cover off right here. You're going to have all these push pins all around. Use a trim tool. Get underneath it and pop all of those out. And slide the cover up. There is weather stripping over here if you have to unattach that from both sides and slide it out of the way. Along the base of this cowl cover, take all these push pins off. Use the same trim tool. Take all of those off. Take the fuse box cover off. Just push in the side and there's another lock on top and it slides out of the way. Now you can grab the lower cover and just lift it up. You can prop it up with a screwdriver. If you can't get enough room, if you're lifting this up or you're doing the driver's side, you can take the wiper arm off. Just pop under this cover and use a 15mm socket. Take the nuts off on both wipers and pull the wiper arms off. Use a 15mm socket. Take the nuts off the upper strut mount. Now I'm going to grab from underneath before I take the last nut off and support that and take the nut off. And slowly pull this down. Be careful of the CV shaft and slide it out. You're going to need to compress the springs, so you'll need some type of spring compressing tool. So we'll set that up and compress the tool. Go nice and slow and just be careful. Now take a screwdriver or a trim tool and just pry this boot down. And you can access the top part of the strut, the shaft. I'm going to use some locking pliers. They do make a special tool for this where you can have the socket go onto the nut and then you can put another socket down the middle to hold the shaft, but we don't have that, so we're just going to use the socket. We'll use a 22mm socket on this. Sometimes they're actually a 21mm socket. And holding the locking pliers, take the nut off. I can just leave the strut sitting here and we can take the mount off. And this rubber piece right here, we'll take that off. That's going to line back up on the strut. And take the new mount and just position that just like that. Now slide this through the spring. Get it lined up. Make sure you have your nut ready. Get the nut started. And if you have that special tool, you can tighten it down with that. Otherwise, you can use the locking pliers extremely high. It's not going to ruin the strut at all because it's so high. The strut will never get up to that location. Now I'm just going to snug this down. Now we can torque this nut to 63 foot-pounds. Now just slide the boot up. And that's good. Now that's all set, we can release the tension on the spring. Now we can install it in the car. Now we'll slide it in position. Make sure you have one of the nuts while you're putting it back in. Just line it up. Now I'm going to put the rest of the nuts on, but I'm just going to leave them loose. It's going to be easier to install the lower part of the strut if this is loose, but just get them on a good couple turns. Now line the knuckle up. And get one of the bolts started. And the other one. Just gonna hammer these in a little bit. And put the nuts on. Now take your socket. I'm gonna just snug the top one up first. You can try to get this bottom one lined up kind of where you want it. That looks good. That's right where I want it. If you have to, you can loosen the nut up on top and try to adjust accordingly. Now we're gonna torque those to 144 foot-pounds. Now we're going to install the upper part of the link. You can use the locking pliers again. Slide that in position. Get the nut started. And tighten down the nut. And you can torque that nut to 37 foot-pounds. Put the wheel speed sensor harness back in position. And down below. Put the wheel back up. And the lug nuts. Now we want to torque the lug nuts to 140 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. And go around again, double check. Now tighten the nuts down. And torque these to 33 foot-pounds. Now we can slide this panel back in position. Just make sure it clips in underneath. Push these push pins back in. Reinstall the cover. And put these push pins back in all the way around. Now put this cover on and lock it down. And put this ground connector on, or tab, and lock it down. It's good. After you're done, keep in mind you should bring the vehicle to a local shop to have it aligned so you don't have premature tire wear.